Hello folks, welcome back to a new video. I hope you are having a nice day. I know I am today because I'm going to be doing a continuation on my beautiful world of subgenres video. I felt like it didn't get much love, and even when I first dropped it, I knew I wanted to expound on the topic at some point. So here we are. Obviously, by the way, please go watch the first part because I did cover some cool subgenres, some important ones too. So go run that up for me, please. Anyways, let's dive straight into our first subgenre.
ATL, Houston and LA, ask Dave Chappelle about my rich. He got it from me and made $50 million. I'm proud of you, D. But I'm crazy, you don't wanna be like me. I come from East Oakland where the youngsters get hypey blow.
So being that I covered G-Funk in the first part, I wanted to add another subgenre from the West, and there's no better one to add than hyphy music. Hyphy music is a hyper-energetic subgenre of hip-hop that originated in San Fran Bay Area. To be more specific, the Oakland and Vallejo areas. The subgenre is largely known for its high energy because the music has a specific vibe in terms of rap. It's characterized by fast tempos, heavy synths and bass sounds, and a focus on partying, sideshows, and cars. To be honest, hyphy is also a bit of a subculture considering its inclusion of dance styles, clothing styles, lingo, and even car enthusiasm. There's always a focus on party culture with the lyrics often revolving around having a good time in the beautiful culture of the Bay Area. Hyphy emerged in the late 1990s in Oakland before gaining prominence throughout the wider Bay Area. Also, it's important to note that the genre is influenced by Bay Area funk and G-funk traditions, contributing to hyphy's unique sound. In regards to hyphy as a sound, I'm gonna be real, it's kind of an acquired taste because if you're not into partying or sideshows, it might come off as a bit over the top. Let me just show you what I mean.
Hyphy. I got my strap tucked in, vest tucked in, clip tucked in, hyphy. And move like a smoker on Bleem on the block. And don't be mad if your homies got shot. TJ, the nigga that you need in your life. I'm sick from the jaw, look at me on the mic. Ooh. Tell me when to go. 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 Ooh, Jesus Christ had drift, so shake 'em. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me that MC 8 Ball and MJG. Keep spitting that B to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short Dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these days, G. My C got locked up, but these real still know they got to.
See what I mean? It can be a lot, but you know, there's no denying how entertaining that music is. But let's move on to the next subgenre. For this subgenre, we're going to be heading a bit down south. Crunk originated in the southern United States around the late 1990s and early 2000s, and it's typically characterized by its fast-paced, energetic, and often aggressive beats, heavy bass, and call-and-response vocals. Crunk is often associated with the club-like appeal and a focus on creating a party atmosphere. Typically, crunk production contains loads of 808s in it. For those who don't know what 808s are, 808s simply refers to the bass drum sound or a kick drum sound. When listening to crunk music, you will often find shouted or chanted vocals, often in a call and response format. On top of all that, crunk uses layered synthesizers, mostly those with a nice groove creating a hypnotic effect. It makes sense to structure the music like this because crunk is designed to be played in clubs and to create a lively party atmosphere. Let's go through some good examples of the crunk effect.
Holding on your damn street, stopping, jumping, bumping, every car off in this damn thing. Throwing the balls up at these soldiers, screaming and bleeding from their nose. But when we start, that's where we make it. Hit the flow, ain't no game.
369, damn fine. You can take it to me one more time and roll. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the window, to the wall, to the wall. To the sweat drop down my ball. All these bitches fall. All these motherfuckers. Lean with it, lean with it, lean with it, lean with it.
I bounce in the club, so the call me Rocket. Posted in the cut, and I'm looking for a blockhead. Yep, in my white tee, I break a back, and I keep a big bang. Oh, I think they like that.
In my opinion, crunk is like the southern version of hyphy music, you know? It takes a bit of an acquired taste, but I will say that I do find it easier to listen to than hyphy music. But enough yapping, let's move on to the next.
When it's shut down, that's not me and it's shut down. Ring ring pussy, it's shut down. Fashion week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy better know when it's shut down.
Truth be told, I didn't even know about this subgenre before making this video, but I was very pleased to learn about it. Grime is a very unique British rap subgenre that emerged in London in the early 2000s. Grime is really different from all the previous subgenres because it's a mix of multiple semi-opposing music subgenres, including UK garage, jungle, electronic, and of course hip-hop. This wonderful subgenre typically features rapid break beats, usually around 140 BPM, and often incorporates aggressive tones, which is kinda a defining feature of grime music. This subgenre is also seen as a post-internet phenomenon like many hip-hop subgenres. Its culture and sound was largely shaped by online communities and platforms. Another factor that shaped grime music is its evolution from the UK garage music scene of the 1990s in London, which also drew inspiration from hip-hop, rave culture, and other music genres. Grime is kind of like a kid or offshoot of UK garage in a way. Now let's get into some good examples of grime music.
Some manners don't like me, they try and bad mind me when Kano comes to town. All I say is mine's right and they lose the limelight when Kano comes around. Some tracks screw me or even sue me, but it don't work cause the crowd don't boo me. You ain't a true G, I'm too deep, how can Kano stay on the ground? I ain't like most that roll around and kick off, I hold it down. But
things and they never up for rules all year. When you get here, haters wanna end your career. But we're live on stage, no fear when we're here. Back my team till the end is clear. I swear this an ending too.
And them hard to sing when I'm in. Just wait, don't link when I'm in. Gonna take one chance and then ring when I'm in. This roadie where the kings in my ring. And I make a boy like you ping when I'm in. Never said he can bring you when I'm in. When I'm in, I spray the mace when I'm in. Go when I see a black face when I'm in.
Yeah. Listen, my name's Waddy, I come from 07961897033. I'm so E3. Hold the B3's got so much talent, I hope you see. I know E3 so well. If you ask me why he speaks for the whole of B3, when I say that school show won't make anybody bow to me, so I ain't wolf.
You see, it's definitely not something I can listen to every day, but to be fair, I'm from the US and may not completely understand what that means to them. But let's get back on track with the next subgenre. See, this is a subgenre I really fuck with. Lo-fi hip-hop, similar to grime music, is a post-internet genre, meaning its prominence was formed through online communities. Lo-fi hip-hop is a form that embraces imperfection and low-fidelity production techniques. Within lo-fi, you'll find lots of jazzy instrumentals, relaxed tempos, and sometimes even environmental noises. By that I mean sounds like radio static or crackling of a vinyl. Lo-fi hip-hop is typically slower than mainstream hip-hop, often in the range of 65 to 95 BPM. This is done on purpose, of course, because the main goal of lo-fi is to create a chill, calming, and comfortable listening experience. Lo-fi hip-hop is very unique in the sense that it's able to be its own hip-hop subgenre without having to focus at all on the lyricism. It's to the point where a lot of the very popular lo-fi songs are only instrumentals, and it makes total sense considering most of the lo-fi hip-hop community listens to that music to sleep or study. I've even used that music to sleep and study. It just really goes to show how versatile and useful hip-hop can be. I definitely understand that unfortunately some spaces in hip-hop perpetuate violence and bad habits.
Count 'em, got a phantom in the Lambo, 2 mansions and a Chevy. With it, so the kids I ain't they stared at it. Young nigga with a meth habit, still flash, kidnapping, now I shoot a whole bitch.
But I think at hip-hop's core, at hip-hop's very core, lies an incredible potential to truly inspire and help people. At the end of the day, that's what keeps me in love with the art. But let me stop giving you folks an ear beating and let's listen to some damn lo-fi.
This couldn't happen.
know you're somewhere, somewhere. I'm trapped in my mind, girl, just holding on.
Oh yeah, also, it would totally be a crime not to mention the Lo-Fi Girl. This channel is where most people kind of get into lo-fi hip-hop, and in my opinion, it's the platform that really boosted the subgenre's popularity. You should definitely go check them out, but let's move on to the next subgenre.
I just wanna rock, body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Side up, fuck, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side.
Alright, this one is pretty cool in my tiny, humble opinion, okay? I'm a little fascinated with this one. Jersey club hip-hop is a regional style of hip-hop dance music that originated in Newark, New Jersey. The subgenre is known for its fast tempo, usually at 135 or 145 BPM. You'll also find that Jersey club uses lots of heavy bass and chopped up repetitive soul samples. Now when I say that, by the way, I don't mean in like a boom bap type of way or like an Alchemist or Kanye West type of way. Jersey club utilizes chopped up soul samples quite differently. Jersey club has a distinctive bouncy feel, which is created by the triplet kick drum patterns, which are often layered with other percussive elements. It's also important that I note that Jersey club came from the Newark music scene in the late 2000s, spearheaded by DJs like DJ Tamil and the Brick Bandits Collective. The early New Jersey club sound was heavily influenced by Baltimore club, with its fast tempos and blend of house and hip-hop elements. On top of all that, Jersey club is deeply rooted in dance culture, okay, with a unique style of dancing that mirrors the subgenre's percussive patterns. After we listen to some of these examples, I'm sure you'll find yourself dancing too. Thankfully, over time, Jersey club has evolved, incorporating influences from various subgenres like drill, trap, and R&B, and has seen a resurgence in popularity with global artists integrating its elements into their music. The subgenre has seen lots of viral success through social media platforms like TikTok, and overall, Jersey club has a deep culture that other subgenres can derive some real inspiration from, and it's amazing that it's stood the test of time, to be honest. With that being said, let's move on to the last and final subgenre.
2020 vision. Cupid hit me with precision. I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. I said I'm sick of chasing.
To finish this wonderful video off, I wanted to cover a subgenre that kind of encapsulates all hip-hop subgenres in a way. It's kind of like how every Trump supporter isn't a racist, but every racist is a Trump supporter, right? Every subgenre could be considered alternative hip-hop, but the subgenre itself is a standalone thing. Alternative hip-hop is a subgenre that pushes the boundaries of traditional hip-hop. This is done by including diverse influences and styles beyond mainstream stereotypes like gangsta rap and party rap. Alternative hip-hop is known for its willingness to mix hip-hop with other genres, creating unique and unexpected soundscapes. The artists that are at the top of the alternative hip-hop space often prioritize creative production and lyrical content over mainstream appeal. They simply aren't interested in solely making hits. Usually the art comes first with them. That being said, it's definitely possible to be very successful at charting on Billboard if you are an alternative hip-hop artist. In fact, some of the most prolific hip-hop artists are very familiar with alternative hip-hop. Let's take a listen to some of those tracks.
Told her, tell him they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him get off it and a bunch of other more shit. Getting money, DTs be getting no new leads. It's like eating watermelon, stay spitting new seeds. This the weed give me some of what he drooping off. Soon as he wake up, choking like it was whooping cough.
A fresh, cool young Lou, trying to cash his microphone check 212. Wanna believe my own hype, but it's too untrue. The world brought me to my knees, what have you brung you? Did you improve on the design, did you do something new? Where your name in on the guest list, who brung you? You, the more famous person, you come through. And the sexy lady next to you, you come too. And then the hitman, standing outside of heaven waiting for God.
It goes, guillotine! Sit in the dark and ponder how I'm fit to make the bottom fall to the floor, and they all fall down.
Talking about you.
Yo, I took you out, but sex was on my mind for the whole damn route. My mind was in a frenzy in a horny state, but I couldn't drop dimes cause you couldn't relate. You left yourself and I'll reset. You couldn't relate. You left yourself and I'll reset. You couldn't relate. You left yourself and I'll reset. You left yourself and I'll reset.
One adolescent fucking 6 nigga energy and crawling down facts like a rich nigga centipede. Crack ceramic and slap a hand out of cash account. Stamping, shouting, thrashing. These niggas done let the cracking out. Crack-a-lacking like snap, crackle, popping your ammo off. Hide your face and throw your flannels off. Sweatshirt, nigga.
And that's really it for this subgenre. Alternative hip-hop is just too broad to narrow it down to a specific sound. At the end of the day, the best way to truly appreciate alternative hip-hop is to go and listen to everything. So please, do yourself a big favor and enter the beautiful world of subgenres. Anyways, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, as it always truly means the world to me. Let me know if you want me to do a video on anything specific. I will always take suggestions. But until next time, goodbye.